Welcome to another episode of What If There's a Better Way. I'm your host Leah, and this is another episode for the mini sessions. So, today's topic is your internal timing versus your external timing. So, what does that mean? Basically, there are many timelines happening outside of us, pushing us, pulling us, pressuring us, and some are really good. And we kind of lose our connection to our inner timings, right? So when is there something happening inside of us that we are going to do? And I'll start with some examples for our external times, right? We go to school and we have to learn things that we may or may not be interested in, but on their timeline. We have to wait, probably. It depends on the school and on the country, but you probably had to wait to go to the bathroom until the class ended. You could not just eat in class. And the same thing continues actually in work, right? There are, of course, differences. But how much of that mindset did you take with you when you actually don't need to do those things? And of course, again, it depends, right? There's a time and a place for everything. And sometimes you just hold out for something. But where are you holding out where you actually don't need to? Where you're just doing it because you're used to it, but it's actually creating stress internally. And where else are you just accepting other people's timing that, again, you're not that aligned with? Where are you staying in conversations that you actually don't want to have, or that you feel are just over for you? Where you actually wanted to go home, but you didn't. Where you continue to eat because somebody else just brought you more. Where are you waiting for somebody else to give you permission to do something that is actually not their job, and it's just really something that's actually your own responsibility? And if you wait for other people to tell you what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it and how much you're supposed to do, where are you in this, right? When are you going to do what you want to do, for how long you want to do it, when you want to do it? Just a little bit more than you used to in the past, right? We don't need a big revolution. You just need to develop a little bit more of a connection to yourself. That's already going to be a big change. And so, your own timing, what are those? Do you want to look into the direction that you're looking at the moment? Do you want to continue? For how long do you want to continue that? Are there any internal sensations and impulses that are actually already pulling you in a different direction? Are you hungry? So when are you going to eat, right? Probably. You might be listening to this in varying situations, so I don't know. But probably, if you're already hungry, how long are you still going to wait instead of just getting something for yourself? When are you going to take care of yourself the way it always should have been? If you don't listen to your internal clock, let's call it, and your sensations when they arise, then you will just listen to other people's timing. And that's fine if that's what you want. There's something else, just deciding something to do and doing that, perfectly fine reason. But if you're listening to this, you're probably actually not wanting to continue that kind of lifestyle. So my question is, what have you already been wanting to do? Are you thirsty? Well, maybe you can probably drink something now. Are you hungry? Are you tired? well, you can probably take a rest. It depends on what you do and where you are, but maybe it means looking away. Maybe it means taking a nap. Maybe it's at night and you want to actually go to sleep. Are you able to sense your body giving you signals and impulses that are coming up? And are you acting on them? We practice that, and then at some point it will just be very automatic. And that's when you get the feeling like, oh, things are just happening for me. This is easy. There isn't that kind of internal stress that's building up. And in relationships, are you following your impulses? If somebody feels off, are you still engaging or removing yourself from the situation? Right? That's your timing.